and you're an interesting character. You know, the new head of a place called Argentina, and he's a big, you
Malay's
know,
awesome.
he's great, and
Yeah,
he's a big MAGA fan. You know that he ran on MAGA, and he took it to an extreme too. He ran on MAGA, and I hear he's doing really a terrific job. It's called "Make Argentina Great Again." It worked out perfectly. He came in, he bought a lot of hats, he brought over, but he's doing a big job. He really cut, and I'm hearing
yeah,
they're starting to do pretty well. Inflation's getting down. You know, they had like
yes, exactly.
2,000%, and they had inflation like not normal inflation. They had the real deal, but we're going to
Yeah,
have that pretty soon. We have, I think we
yeah,
have the worst inflation we've had in 100 years. They say it's 48 years. I don't believe it. I think we have the worst. They
yeah,
don't include a lot of the items that should be included. You know.
yeah. Well, it's just from government overspending and not spending taxpayer money
Yeah.
effectively, and having just like so many departments you can't even name them all. And what Malay is doing is he's cutting government spending. He's simplifying things. He's having putting in regulations that make sense. And I and we're Argentina overnight is experiencing a giant improvement
That's
in
right.
prosperity. But it's also a lesson for the United States, which is that um, Argentina used to be one of the most prosperous countries in the world. Um,
That's right.
in the like in the 30s, 40s, and because of bad government policy, it ruined the country. And if you take Venezuela, for example, Venezuela should be incredibly prosperous. They have phenomenal reserves of everything, oil, everything, and it should be prosperous. But if the government's wrong, it impoverishes the people. And so I think we should not be complacent in the United States in thinking that and taking our prosperity for granted, because if with bad government policy we can run the country into the ground, and that's just something people should bear in mind. Don't take prosperity for granted.
Well, think of